Hey everybody, Ron from Back in the Fairway here, and I just finished up my first 9 holes with the Highpoint 3-piece urethane golf ball. This is available on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description below here. But basically these guys are a high quality, mid-range price 3-piece urethane golf ball. Like I said, just finished the first round with them. You can see they have a very distinctive look to them. No logo, just the mountain printed on there. And let me see if I can get that nice and close for you there. Hopefully that can focus in a little bit for you. Overall, the first impressions on the ball. They're a very quality looking ball. I'm not sure I love the big logo, but it did make it pretty distinct compared to other balls on the market. So I'm kind of mixed on that one, but after a hole or two, it kind of got easy to go. The other thing that I noticed was around the ball, there is no alignment line or name or anything printed on it. Little different than what I'm used to seeing in balls today. Not necessarily a bad thing, but when you go to line up a putt, if you use that line on the side, this may be one where you actually want to etch one on there with a Sharpie and a guide or something like that. But if you don't use that line and you just use the logo and the number still works great for lining that up. It's a nice high font, nice and clean. Overall, very, very decent ball. Getting past the looks down to the coloring, it's a very nice white color compared to some of the yellower urethane balls that have snuck their way onto the market. The dimple pattern looks to be a little different than ones I've seen. There are some larger and smaller dimples around the ball. They are also a hex shape, which kind of brings me back to the days of the old Callaway hex balls. As you look through it, they really tout distance and stability and flight with this ball. And I have to say they nailed it in that aspect. The flight pattern on this ball was medium low and very penetrating. For higher ball hitters like myself, that was a really, really welcome addition. As you drift down through the irons, going down from the wedges into the longer irons, the ball flight stayed about where it was with my normal, the Wilson Duos or maybe even into the Snell. It was that mid to low penetrating flight with the low irons that actually stuck well on the green. Which is where we start getting into a little bit of an issue with this ball, if you want to call it an issue. On a Wilson Duo or the Snell MTB that I've played in the past, that ball will last me 9 to 12 to even 18 holes. These guys were getting pretty beat up after 3 to 4 holes of use. The softness of the cover created a lot of backspin, and I'm talking enough spin to hit that green and roll it back 15, 20 feet easily on a wet day. They were ripping back on me, and they were beautiful shots. But when I'd go to pick up the ball and mark it, there would definitely be that fuzz left on there from where the wedge really cut into the cover. Now, at $30 a dozen, you could probably afford to use 2 or 3 of these around and not feel it too bad in the pocketbook. And for the performance they give you, it's not a bad option. My only concern with it is if you are on a little bit more of a budget and want a ball that'll last around, I don't know that these will do very well. You'll have a lot of scuffs that'll impact aerodynamics. You'll have a lot of scrapes, especially if you ever hit something like a cart path or even a hard tree. I have a feeling those will mark these up pretty well. But again, if you're looking for the performance end and not as concerned about the durability side of the ball, I think this is one of the best out there right now. I would still maybe shop around a little bit on it just to make sure that it's the right ball for you before buying 10 or 12 dozen. But honestly, performance-wise, it is fantastic. Durability-wise, leaves a little to be desired. Again, 3-piece ball should be going for about $30 a dozen on Amazon. The link is down below. And remember, when you support me by shopping at Amazon, you're going to make this dream possible of getting to the USGA Mid-Am next year for me. Click the link below. Don't forget to subscribe and click the little bell so you don't miss out on my next video. Thank you so much, and we look forward to hearing from you soon.